Happy birthday, my little fish heads. Welcome, Pisces, to your March 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Did want to let you know that the career financial readings have been posted to my on-demand Vimeo page. To get to that, just click the arrow beneath the video if you're on a mobile device, or hit show more beneath the video. And the link is down there, so you can go view that if you would like. But let's jump in for your birthday month. Those of you who had a birthday in February, happy birthday to you. And then for those of you, of course, who will be celebrating in March, let's see what you'll have to celebrate. Hopefully there will be a lot. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you, and your birthday can be a good time to do that, because that is the start of your new year, technically. The best way to get a reading, of course, is to schedule a private consultation with me. I do readings on Skype, and they are $65 for 30 minutes. So just drop me a line at the email address in the video or below this video to set up an appointment. It's runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. We can get you set up. Now you can also check out the video for your rising sign, and I do always encourage people to do that because that will also have some messages for you. But let's see here for March and my Pisces, what is going on? Well, this same card came up for Cancer in the same position. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse talks about an offer that may be withdrawn or may fall through. Now for Cancer, it seemed to be mostly financial, and for you, it could come in that way. You could feel like, you know, maybe there was something on the table in February, or maybe something's offered to you in March, but you're unsure. But because I have Canaz here, this could be a friendship. It could be a new relationship, but you may be a little uncertain if you should accept what's being offered to you. This can also be a rune of health, and you know, the Pentacles can also, you know, they're about the material world, so they are about money, but they're also about health. So some of you, if you're dealing with any health issues or have been dealing with health issues, I would get a second opinion on anything that kind of comes through, because it seems like somebody may be offering you a treatment or offering you a drug that will supposedly help your situation, but maybe it's new and you're unsure about it. So I would definitely get a second opinion. Some of you may even have a friend or someone close to you who has dealt with a similar issue in the past, who would be able to offer you some good advice. But I like seeing this rune here because it does indicate that there will be new beginnings, and they will be positive, but they may come through a friend or a second opinion or someone just giving you some really good advice about this. And but because this is coming up in kind of the challenge position, there may be an offer on the table in March from someone or an entity, a company, a job offer, something that you're finding difficult to turn down, even though you know that you should. So for some of you, because I got 2 of Cups on the table here in the reverse, there could be someone trying to kind of reach out to you. Doesn't have to be a past romantic partner. This could be a family member you've been estranged from, but for some of you it could be an ex, and you know you should avoid this person, but I mean, maybe the things they are saying or the things that, you know, they are expressing to you are really making it difficult for you to avoid them or to turn them down. But that is, in most cases, it looks like going to be in your best interest, because this person kind of seems to bring chaos and turmoil wherever he or she goes. And it's like they kind of leave some destruction in their wake. Those of you that this is a health thing, I'm glad to see Urus here and with Kines, because it indicates that whatever health issues you are having, you are going to be able to bounce back from whatever this is. It just may be a matter of not accepting the first offer, or not, you know, definitely getting second opinions on anything that you are dealing with in that sphere. with money, with Fehu in reverse and also Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Because this is kind of the same. This is the equivalent of the Ace of Pentacles tarot card, really. And when they're both in reverse, it indicates an offer that may be withdrawn, or a person that you should avoid, or a situation that you should avoid. Some of you, maybe this is somebody trying to team up on a creative venture. Maybe it's somebody kind of trying to ride your coattails in some way, or kind of trying to get you to kind of partner up with them on a business deal. Really look into anything like that, because the fine print, I feel like, will be surprising. Again, you have a lot of support though. Again, you have good advice. People really supporting you, giving you good advice, helping you through something. The High Priestess is coming up in reverse as the help that's going to be available to you. So that would indicate to me, the High Priestess in reverse could indicate a secret coming out, but it could also mean that you keep this to yourself for a little while, whatever this is. So I think the help is going to be different, and normally that's not the case. So this is an interesting reading, Pisces, but I think it's going to be different depending on which Pisces you are. Some of you are going to benefit from keeping something to yourself, this offer maybe, or just kind of not telling people, maybe only just a few close trusted friends about this ex that kind of got back in contact with you, or this job offer, or this treatment that someone recommended. I feel like some of you are going to kind of keep it to yourself until you can get more information, maybe a second opinion, or you can just kind of figure out what you want to do. I feel like your intuition for some of you will be off only where this situation is concerned, Pisces, and that may be what's throwing you. But again, that's going to maybe get you to seek out some help from other people, and they're going to give you just the right advice. They're going to tell you just what you need to hear. But you are going to be going after a goal in March. That's also going to be an energy around. You're really going to be putting a lot of effort into something. So for some of you, maybe this is a project that had been on hold and you're going back to it. Maybe you're just having a lot of your eureka moments where this is concerned. Some of you may be putting off a divorce with the Two of Cups in reverse, because that can indicate separation, a breaking apart. You may have been putting that off because you're concerned about your financial situation. Maybe you have kids, and if you're a male Pisces, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I would have to pay so much money. But is staying together better for you? Is it better for the kids if you're fighting all the time? Take the emotional temperature in the house? Or do you just not talk? Does everybody just avoid each other? If you're a Pisces woman, maybe you're thinking, oh man, I would have to carry myself. I would have to pay my own way. And maybe you haven't done that in a long time. Or maybe you feel like you wouldn't be able to do that on your salary. Again, I've been in both situations, and I can tell you being alone is way better than being with the wrong person. So, again, I feel like you'll be getting some very good advice. You'll probably get some similar advice. It's really not fair to either person to stay with someone in what is supposed to be an emotional relationship if it's based on financial things. That's people using each other, and you're not going to be rewarded for that. So just keep that in mind, Pisces. And again, when you're ready, talk to some people close to you who care about you, because I think you'll find people stepping up saying, I will support you in this decision. I will help you. If you need a place to stay, you can stay with me as long as you need to till you get back on your feet. I feel like you're really going to have people who rally around you, because Pisces generally have a lot of people who care about you. So, because you're so caring yourself. So, how many times have you helped your friends and family out of a jam? Maybe it's going to be their turn. So think about these things. Pisces, as you're weighing this decision. Eight of Pentacles is here in reverse. So For some of you, this could very well have to do with leaving one job in favor of another, or, you know, getting back on track with a project, getting back on track with a job search after maybe an offer falls through. Because again, those of you, if this is like a financial opportunity, a promotion or another job offer that doesn't end up working out in March, there's going to be a new one on its heels, or there's a new one that's definitely more creative that you may hear about through a friend. But yeah, just check any fine print. Make sure you ask any questions, because I feel like if you don't, you may get into a situation where you're like, you're not there very long. Or it ends up being a situation where, oh, I left that job for this one, and I kind of jumped from the frying pan into the fire. Really, it's almost like you're idealizing maybe a situation, or you're idealizing a job or a person, and when you know what you already know what it's going to be like, maybe you're not listening to your intuition. But again, if you're feeling like you can't really get in touch with your intuition like you normally do, that's the time when you would talk to your friends or family members. Now, for some of you, this could be someone close to you going through a divorce, and you are, you know, offering them help. Maybe it's somebody who's coming to you for money, and you're like, I'm sorry, I just can't do that. Maybe they're trying to kind of, you know, work out a schedule to pay you back, but maybe this person isn't that reliable to pay you back. So if someone comes to you to borrow money, Pisces, in March, it does look like to me you would not get this back. It would be a financial loss. So March is definitely not the time to loan money unless it's a gift, because you won't, with the way these runes are playing out, get that money back. But there does seem to be change to your work, financial life on the horizon. In March, you may just be getting a clearer picture of what not to do, or what kinds of opportunities to avoid. Or for some of you, this may have to do with your work schedule. You're looking to change it up. Maybe you started a new job in February and you're still kind of getting the hang of things, and it's just maybe a very different kind of daily routine from what you were used to. Or maybe that's your fear in accepting a new opportunity, accepting a new offer, because this could be you turning down an offer as well. But you know, and if you're making any decision out of fear, whether it's a fear to be on your own and have to be independent financially, or a fear to go to a new job, again, talk to people around you, because I feel like they've been through this maybe many times and would be able to offer you help, offer their support. King of Rods is also coming up here. So he's going to figure in for some of you in March. He's normally associated with fire sign energy. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. He comes up all the time for Pisces, this King of Rods. And, you know, I think he's different for many of you. He may be this person coming back from the past. He may be, you know, a new person that has come in. He may be a family member. He may be a friend that's offering you advice. So don't automatically go to, you know, this is a new person coming in wanting to couple up with me. I don't think that's who he is for a lot of you. In fact, for many of you, I feel like he is a family member. He is a friend. He's coming up in the upright though. So that indicates to me this person's intentions are good. So that right away discounts him as the person coming back from the past. Now he could also be a female. Again, it will be different depending on, you know, which Pisces you are. But so yeah, these cards can come up as someone who is male or female, but he is coming up as the king, and he always does seem to come up as the king or the knight for you Pisces. But he is very innovative. This is somebody with great ideas, but he's somebody who's not always able to see them through. So one way he could be coming in is this is a friend or family member wanting you to team up with him, partner up with him, or he wants to partner up on your creative venture, but you know that like he's a big talker, but when it comes to like seeing things through, he's not that good. Maybe he is the ex and he does have good intentions, but you know, like he loses steam. Like once you're back in a situation where, you know, you're trying to make a long-term relationship or marriage work, he's going to start, you know, he's going to lose his enthusiasm and it's going to go back to the way it was before. So, you know, and for some of you, he could be a new person coming in, but just remember with this kind of energy, this is someone where you're going to end up doing at least half of the work, no matter what he says. And it's not that he can't be trusted, it's just sometimes he bites off more than he can chew, or he doesn't understand maybe the full range of responsibility that comes along with a long-term relationship or a business venture, or so he's like, I just had the idea, so now I'm gonna go golf or something. That's his energy. So, and if you're feeling like you're having doubts about something, trust that, Pisces. That is your intuition saying, oh, there's a red flag here. Something's not right here. I need more information, or I need I need something more stable to base my decision on. And if you can't give me that, then I can't do that right now. So March may be a month of deliberation. For many of you, Pisces, some of you may be encountering some delays around travel as well if you're traveling in March, or maybe some issues with car or vehicle. So that could be, you know, your patience may be wearing thin with that at some point in March if you're traveling. So maybe if you can kind of mentally prepare for that. Now, for some of you, you could meet this King of Rods while traveling. I don't feel like he's bad for all of you, but I think when he is connected with this offer, that's when it's something you're really going to have to heed any red flags and kind of think about the past if you've had previous dealings with him. If he's a new guy, I think in March, you'll just have to kind of take your time and see how things unfold. So it may be later in the year before you really get a sense of who he is. So when we're first meeting someone, we present, all of us do that. We present our, you know, first meeting selves. It takes a while to get to know someone, 6 months to a year at the very least. So just keep that in mind, Pisces. That is what I see for March. Happy birthday again, and I will see you back here in April.